Where's the world media today about the fire that is burning and ravaging the Palestinians? If you've ever been to Palestine, when you land in Tel Aviv, there's a separate line for Palestinians. There's a separate line for Jews. Is this fair? Where's the rights gone for the Palestinian people? Every corner, bombs are being thrown at innocent people who are in an open prison. But these are the same people, the Zionists, who once upon a time, such oppression was done upon them. Such an oppression was done upon them that today the roles have been reversed. Today roles have been reversed. Today they have become the oppressors. Have they forgotten what injustice was done to them and how the world rescued them from the injustices? And today they in turn are doing injustice on a people whose land it is. People who own that land. They're doing injustice on people who don't have an army. The Gazan Muslims don't have an army on land. They don't have a navy. They don't have a Royal Air Force. They don't have an Air Force. They don't have the Navy. They don't have nobody. And we see that they are being oppressed today. So do they forget the verse of the Quran? Do they think that Allah Almighty is unaware of the injustice? Do you think Allah Almighty doesn't see the zulm these people are doing? Do you think it's right? What is zulm? Zulm in the Arabic language, it represents darkness. Zulm in the Arabic language is wad'u shay' fi ghayr mahallihi, to place something where it doesn't belong. These are the three holiest places in Islam. Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina Munawwara, and Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem, Baytul Maqdis. These are the three holiest places to attack innocent people on the 25th night of Ramadan Kareem. 25th night, an odd night, possibly Laylatul Qadr. Tens of thousands of worshippers, hundreds of thousands of worshippers, tear gas is thrown, walking and ramming themselves into the masjid, rampaging through there, thinking they own the place. Is this justice or injustice? Imagine if the Christians were attacked in the Holy Sepulchre. Imagine Jews were attacked inside the synagogues. World media would be outraged. Look at what happened in France when one of the oldest buildings, what was it called? Notre Dame. And how many of the world's population, all the rich people, pledged and donated how much? Hundreds of millions to restore this building back to its original, because this is the national heritage of France. And how the world media, everyone said, oh, look what's happening, look what's happening. There's a fire that's caught. Where's the world media today about the fire that is burning and ravaging the Palestinians? About the fires that burn the trees of Palestine? About the fire of oppression that is killing the innocent Palestinians? This is why it's our duty to raise awareness on our social medias. We should be using our social media to raise awareness for the Palestinian people. We need to awaken our hearts. We live in the West, where there's freedom of speech, where we have civil rights, we have democratic rights. As long as you stay within the law, I have every right to say what I'm saying today. I am not here to incite hatred. It's here to make awareness, create awareness for people that we should use our civil rights to raise the rights of the Palestinian people. They don't have no rights. If you've ever been to Palestine, when you land in Tel Aviv, there's a separate line for Palestinians. There's a separate line for Jews. Is this fair? Is this fair for the Palestinian people that they have to walk separately from the rest of the so-called state of Israel? Where's the rights of these people gone? That they've got to pay extra tax compared to everyone else because they're in Jerusalem. They want to make life hard and say, kick these people out. Where's the rights gone for the Palestinian people, where they have to go to sleep at night every night thinking that maybe we'll get bombed in Gaza, the Gazan people? Where's their rights gone? In a world where we promote democracy and we say what a world it is and how great this country is. Why are we not speaking up for the rights of the Palestinian people? Do they not have a right to a passport? Do they not have right to freedom and they can walk and they can go where they want and feel free to practice their religion? It seems like there's separate laws for everyone in the state of Israel, in inverted commas, and then the Palestinians who are a minority now there. Oppress them, kick them out of this land so we take over. Why? For the grand arrival of who? The Dajjal. So when the Dajjal will arrive, they will welcome him. They want to go to the temple of Zion. Why? Because this was one of the first 2 temples ever to be built on this earth. So this is significant to us. Hence why the Western Wall is significant to the Jewish community. And it's all about Masjid al-Aqsa. It comes down to this. I mentioned it yesterday in Eid. I mentioned it last Friday. I mentioned it every other night in Taraweeh. Because this significance of Masjid al-Aqsa, this holds the key for the Ummah. Masjid al-Aqsa is the key. Protecting Masjid al-Aqsa, defending Masjid al-Aqsa is an obligation upon every single Muslim in the world. It's the 3rd holiest Muslim site. It's the 2nd. The Prophet ﷺ said masjid to be built on this land. It's the first Qibla of the Muslims. It's where Nabi ﷺ led 124,000 give or take Anbiya wa Rusul in prayer. Masjid al-Aqsa is the one where everything around it is blessed. This is the masjid of the Muslims. Everyone knows that. And for this reason, it's our duty to raise awareness. It is our duty that we speak up for the Palestinian rights, the rights of these people. There's no freedom. Where's the media to show what the Palestinians are going through? And they'll say clashes between. The media will put a report out and there seems to be an agenda, not understanding that the Palestinians retaliate to defend themselves. If someone came to you and attacked you, what would you call it if you attacked back? Self-defense. It's self-defense. It's self-defense for the Palestinians. Who's coming to help them? They're raising their voices. Nobody's turning up. Nobody's turning up. Where's Turkey? Where is Pakistan? Where is Egypt? Where is Iraq? Where is Saudi Arabia? These are countries that have sold out. That's the reality. Yes, we've got diplomatic rights and we've got diplomacy and we've got absolutely true. You're running a country, you've got to be diplomatic. There's so many things to factor. But surely you can raise your voice in the UN. Surely you can raise your voice in front of the international authorities. That you can raise awareness and say enough is enough for the Palestinian people. Enough is enough. And today we see the Turkish Prime Minister, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, we see Imran Khan, they raise their voice, they write tweets. But they have to unite and come together. If all the Muslim nations were one, if all the Muslim nation and all the Muslim leaders were one and united, do you think anyone would want to attack a Muslim country? Knowing full well that the armies would be ready to defend the population of that country.